So a few years ago, I was doing my dumbbell walk, and I got stopped by this big, tall white guy, and his name was David, and originally from California, and he stopped and was talking to me about workouts and whatnot, and he started to tell me his story about how he just did 30 years in prison, and now he's out here in Kansas, and I asked him, well, I think he told me on his own accord why he did 30 years in prison. And he told me it was because he was trying to save this lady, and somehow something got twisted. I don't know. I didn't really look into it, but from what he told me, he tried to save some lady, but he ended up doing 30 years for something like that. But for him to do 30 years and to be out and just to be walking and appreciating everything around us, even though he's been out for, at that point when I met him, he was out for 8 years. He just seemed more peaceful and more calm and appreciative of everything that was around him. Like, just imagine if you're that person that just did 30 years in prison for something that you may be innocent for, but he didn't seem to be bitter. He got out and he's actually appreciating all the things that us free people out here that have never been to prison or didn't do that much time in prison, he's appreciating it while the other people out here are taking it for granted. Like, he could have been that bitter person that made excuses, still being angry, going in and out of prison, going in and out of jail, becoming institutionalized, because that's a long time to be in one place. But he's out here appreciating every day of it. And that's one thing that we don't realize. A lot of us take a lot of shit for granted. We don't realize how lucky we are. And not only lucky, how blessed we are. Not only blessed, but also how privileged we are. But a lot of us are doing 30 years in prison in our mind. It's crazy. You gotta change your mindset. You gotta do better. Snappy brain. So the brains and tattoos be official. I'll see y'all go.